Hey everybody, happy Tuesday, feliz martes, feliz terça-feira. All right, another Tuesday, another day for squats. It went pretty well. Pretty happy with what I did. Did the ramping sets of 5 kind of deal. And I got up to a big whopping 225 by 5. Big 2-plate club. Wow, super impressive. I know I'm being facetious, but it's nice to squat that and do it fairly easily. Again, for a person who used to squat 405 by 5, roughly about as easy. It's a little bit of a hit in the ego, but okay. Then did some back offs, did some goblet squats on the bosu bowl, which I think is a pretty good tool. It's a nice thing to use to, work on balance, coordination, things that we should also be working on. Sure, we're not all athletes, but we should at least try to maintain some sort of capability as we age. And balance is important. I mean, if you've got older parents, or you've dealt with a lot of older people, you can understand how maintaining balance as you age is an important thing to do. Okay, so that's enough about today's workout. Moving on to something kind of useful. One of the things, or just a life thing, one of the things that I do get commented on or asked questions about, I should say, time to time at work is, people ask me, hey, am I either on TRT or am I on a GLP? Because, from roughly July of last year until July of this year, I lost about 75 pounds, and I've been sitting kind of flat at the weight I've been at for several months now, which I'm fine with because clothes are still getting looser, which is what I want. The mirror is still telling me I've got some progress. But still, I lost a lot of weight, managing to keep it off. I'm still in some transformative process. And, people are taking notice, which is good. It's great. I appreciate people saying, hey, you look great. Unfortunately, there's this follow-up question, which is, are you on testosterone replacement therapy or are you on a GLP type medication like, ozempic or whatever it may be? And I'm not. And that's my choice. If I wanted to, I could, reach out to a doctor and get a prescription for those things. And I have the means to be able to do so. I mean, you look at the background here, I've got my own home gym. I've got ridiculous things hanging up behind me, like these Hot Wheels cars. If paying attention to some of my other videos, it's right now this camera's propped up against like a 1200 RC car. So, I mean, it's not necessarily a money thing, but it's more like a minimalist thing. One thing that I've been proud of myself for doing is staying off of all medications in terms of chronic medications that you'd have to take for some sort of chronic condition. And I've been able to stay away from that. That doesn't mean that, I take Advil when I need it, or I take, Sudafed or Mucinex. I take, stuff that I need to take when I'm ill or I need the medicine. So I'm not anti-medicine, but I'm anti being medicated long term, and such that I would just like to basically, maintain my health as best I can on my own without having any medical intervention. And so one of the things that I had to, kind of really talk to myself was I need to get my weight in check so that I can continue to do that into my 50s. And I've been able to maintain that, and I've been happy about that result. But it comes with the kind of the weird vibe sometimes that people are like, hey man, are you on TRT? Or like, hey man, you've done a really good job keeping that weight off. You using Ozempic or semaglutide or one of those kinds of drugs? I'm like, no. I'm like, well, what's your secret then? What are you doing? I'm like, well, this is what I do. I work out, I walk more than I was, and I eat less. That's it. And I say, that's all I've been doing, but it's hard. It's really hard. And people are like, well, I don't know about that. But anyhow, I mean, any weight loss is hard. Any muscle gain is hard. You still got to put in the work. You know, if you're on testosterone, full stack and cycle, whatever it may be, in terms of anabolic supplementation, you still got to get into the gym and do, you know, hit weights to get big. If you're on a GLP drug, you still got to do other things to maintain your health markers. They still want you to stay active, and you still have to eat less. I mean, that medication is there to help you eat less. And there are documented cases of people effectively ignoring the hormonal signaling that that drug is supposed to provide and not losing weight. So the work still has to be put in. I just chose to do it all on my own, unassisted. But the unfortunate reality is that society now is thinking almost everybody takes these shortcuts, and there's always some, you know, there's some easy way out of the situation you're in. And sometimes it's just not, or, you know, sometimes it's better to take the harder road. It's all a personal choice. You know, I know people that are on TRT. I know people that are on, you know, GLPs. Man, you do what you got to do to improve your quality of life. If that's what you're getting in the end is an improved quality of life, then that's good. But it is interesting that a lot of people jump to that assumption right away that, hey man, you know, are you using the whatever, you know, whatever the supplement of the day is, or, you know, that kind of stuff. I'm like, no, just cleaning up my diet, working hard, getting steps in. That's about it. So just wanted to comment on that. I think I might have commented on it in another video, but, you know, it came up again, and I think it's worth rehashing. But you know, one of the things that's going to help no matter what is commitment to the process, making sure that you maintain focus, that you keep your eyes on those goals so that you can get swole. But yeah, it's going to be hard no matter what to get big, to get strong, to get lean. Those things are all going to take a lot of work, and you got to put the work in one way or the other. There's just sometimes some things do help with the process. But nonetheless, it's an interesting time we live in, that we've got these things that can actually really help us out a lot. And they're, you know, and it's great that we have them. Hopefully there's not a lot of, you know, deleterious side effects, you know, that, you know, that we're not doing any harm. And, you know, we can all increase our quality of life one way or the other. You know, heck, just having access, like me having access to the weights and barbells and stuff that I have, that's the thing of modern times. I mean, I've got these implements just at my disposal pretty much any time, 24/7, that I can use to work out. And that's huge too. Anyhow, I've rambled enough. Had a great squat day. I hope that all of you folks out there, you know, again, have a great day, have a great week ahead. And again, get in that gym, hit those goals, and get swole. Peace.